Let me begin by welcoming Mr. President to Imo State. We say that our people are excited having Mr. President in our midst today, despite all the challenges. Mr. President, as we say in Igbo land, you can only tell a blind man that there is no oil in the soup, but you cannot tell him that there is no salt, because he will surely observe that. I'm sure that Mr. President now knows that the Imo people profoundly love him, just as they sincerely appreciate him. In March this year, we commenced the harvest of commissioning of projects built by my administration. It is heartwarming to recall that Mr. President was the first to commission 2 strategic routes virtually. Today, Mr. President is here in flesh and blood to commission more and equally important roads. We give God the glory. Your Excellency, sir, we know you to be a serious-minded leader who does not suffer irrelevances or frivolities. When we requested you to graciously come to Imo State to commission some strategic projects, we mean just that. These projects are not just strategic socially, but economically too. When I assumed office as governor of Imo State last year, I undertook a holistic study of the needs of our people. I found out to my horror that the infrastructure base of the state had totally collapsed. Almost all the road network was broken. Owerri, the state capital, was worse hit. Flood had sacked several parts of the city, while in some areas, property owners had surrendered their property to flood, especially within the Tiger and Chukwumawaha road axis, where the base of the current balloon-driven tunnel is located. Mr. President, the state of Naze Ihiagwa Nekede Obinze Link Road was pathetic, to say the least. The road was taken over by gullies, not potholes. It was nightmarish to the road users. And this is a strategic road that leads to the 2 federal institutions of higher learning in Imo State, namely the Federal University of Technology in Ihiagwa and the Federal Polytechnic Nekede. The lives of students and staff of these institutions, as well as residents, were endangered because the poor state of the road turned it into a heaven for armed robbers. I recall vividly that on the day I flagged off the construction of this road, a woman broke down in tears of joy because the residents had lost all hopes of seeing the road reconstructed after over 15 years of abandonment. Overwhelmed, she cried out and told me that if it is the only road that my government will build in the entire administration, that the God she worships will still bless me. The feeling was same for all those who use the road. To the glory of God, Your Excellency has just commissioned the first phase of this all-important road. The second phase, which will be commissioned before the end of this year, will link the road to the Obinze end at the Port Harcourt Expressway. But I'm glad to report to Mr. President that it is not and will not be the only road my administration has done. We've done 46 solid roads, including the Mohammed Buhari Avenue, which houses the Federal Secretariat. We are still doing more because we believe that with the right infrastructure, our economic development will be hastened and life will be much better for our people. That's exactly what informed our decision to permanently solve the perennial flooding of the capital city, Owerri. The balloon-driven tunnel at the base of the Tiger Road, which we have just commissioned today, was built to check the flooding in the area and recover property swallowed by flood in the last 20 years. The tunnel is 2.45 kilometers in length, 1.8 meters in diameter, and between 0.9 and 11.5 meters in depth, with 94 manholes. It is taking flood water from the Tiger, Chukwuma Street, Iheshuwa, Uzodinma Relief Market Roads, and part of Transkebu to Otamere River. We are planning another one from Akwakuma, Ebada, to Abanikoku axis of the city. The flood from this second tunnel shall be discharged at Mori River. When the second phase is completed in the next couple of months, we are confident that Owerri will be totally flood-free.
Carigo, President, Carigo, President, Carigo.
Mr. President, as we are checking flooding, we are also making the movement of people and goods easier in Owerri. Hence the construction of the Ebada bypass road, which takes traffic away from the traffic city. Those who are moving from Onitsha to Olu and Idata axis of the state and vice versa have no need to enter Owerri capital city with this bypass. That is also what the Chukwuma Road is doing for those coming from Umuahia and heading to Mbitolu and Ikedu axis of the state. Just as we are making motorists happy, we also reckon that the seat of government requires an urgent facelift. Your Excellency, sir, it will interest you to know that the Executive Council Chamber of Imo State Government, which we met, is outdated, outmodeled, rickety chamber built over 40 years ago, devoid of modern communication facilities and gadgets for ease of executive policy formulations and decisions. I'm delighted to inform you, Your Excellency, sir, that we have put that solid history behind us by constructing an ultra-modern executive council chambers of world-class standards. That is one of the projects Your Excellency will commission shortly. I wish to use this your visit, Your Excellency, to publicly express the heartfelt gratitude of the government of Imo State and the people of Imo State to you for the swift manner you brought to the politically contrived security breaches in the state to an end. I have also personally commended all your commanders who carried out your order in containing the situation. We have also reached out to the families of security personnel who lost their lives in the line of duty. Equally, we have reached out to the families of innocent citizens who were caught at the crossfire. Mr. President, our commitment to the peace and unity of Nigeria is irrevocable. Through our inclusive government, we have accommodated every Nigerian resident in Imo State. Some have been appointed directly into my cabinet. Others are making inputs into governance indirectly. Our aim is to build a mini Nigeria in Imo State, where everyone will have a sense of not only belonging, but unfettered accommodation. I am proud to emphasize that although this is a government brought about by APC, our great party, it is probably a government of all in Imo State and all residents in Imo State, whether you are a citizen or not a citizen. We remain sincere in our endeavors to satisfy the yearnings of our people within available resources. We thank Mr. President for granting us listening ears over our myriad challenges. Mr. President, we shall never be tired of knocking at your door, sir. I am personally overwhelmed by your esteemed presence. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the government and people of Imo State for believing in Imo State and her leadership. We want to thank you, Mr. President, and we say thank you, and welcome, Mr. President.
I will.